Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the madness. And for today's video, man, we're going to be doing yet another DPS comparison because this has been one of the most requested videos I've gotten this month. Ever since we got our official announcement letting us know that we're going to be getting Iceman in Marvel Future Fight, this has been a constant in the comment section, man. You guys have been wanting to see Iceman and Human Torch go head to head, so that's what we're going to be looking at today, boys. Fire versus Ice, Bobby versus Johnny, free to play versus paywall. Who comes out on top when we're talking about DPS, damage per second, boys? That's what we're looking at today because I have both of these characters looking very, very similar. So we're going to take them up against Thanos and Ebony Maw and see who comes out on top and what the gap looks like between the two characters. Now, some of you guys may be wondering why Squirrel Girl is featured in today's video. Well, she's a stand-in for Gamora because baby girl is still on vacation, man. So let's jump right into it. I'll show you guys how I have both of these characters built, and then we'll jump right into the gameplay. The only big differences you will notice between the two is the fact that Iceman's rank is a lot higher than Human Torch because of the fact that he is a paywall character, so not that many people have him right now. In addition to that, for some reason, his energy attack and his HP is a lot higher than the Human Torch. But besides that, you notice that their build is very, very, very similar. So you take a look at the details here. The only two things I have capped out are ignore defense and a skill cooldown. Everything else, I still need to work on a little bit more. When it comes to his Urus, he's rocking energy attack and critical damage, 2 for every single slot. Skills are all at 6. He's rocking Power of Angry Hulk. We have some awakened ISOs here, and everything else is at +5, waiting to be awakened. When you look at his custom gear, he's rocking Ignore Dodge, cold damage, and a 200% damage proc. At some point, I'm gonna do a comparison between this and a CTP of Rage and see which one is better overall for the character. But for now, we're gonna keep rocking with this. Moving on to Johnny, you'll notice, like I said, his rank is a lot different because he's free to play. He's been out longer, so more people have access to the character. You will also notice that he's only rocking 21,000 energy attack and 23,000 HP. You look at his overall details though, it's very similar to Iceman. Only two things capped off is ignore defense and skill cooldown. Everything else, he's going to need a uniform to finish up. You take a look at his Urus, energy attack with a mixture of ignore defense, a sprinkle of crit rate, and we got some critical damage here. Skills all at 6, right? And then we have overdrive here. This needs to be changed to Power of Angry Hulk some point in the future. Also, when you take a look at his obelisk, he's rocking ignore dodge, fire damage, and a 180 damage proc. Unfortunately, I don't have a 200% to give to him, so there's a slight difference between the two characters in that department. But overall, you guys gotta admit, man, they look pretty similar. So the outcome of today's video should be very, very interesting. So we're gonna jump into World Boss Ultimate here really quickly, and we're gonna start off with the Human Torch. We're gonna test them both against Ebony Maw, stage 50, see who can do the most amount of damage in about 2 minutes, and then we're gonna jump over and try them both out against Thanos, and I'll send you guys on your way. I want to keep you guys too long, man. Let's see who comes out on top, boys. Now, one thing that really sucks about the Human Torch is the fact that his most damaging skill kind of requires you to have some kind of mind control effect on the boss to keep them stationary. And going up against somebody like Ebony Maw, who likes to move around and iframe a lot, you get interrupted quite often. It throws off your skill rotation, and it's really hard to keep the proc on the 3 skill. I'm really like spamming the hell out of it. There we go. Like, it's really hard to keep the proc on the 3 skill. Also, if you're not using Nick Fury for the super armor, right, you get guard broken quite a bit. See, like, it's really annoying. It's really, really annoying. If you're not using somebody like Scarlet Witch or like, like Sue for the charm, you're gonna notice that your skills get canceled a lot against Ebony Maw, man. See, like, this guy is really, really, really annoying. Really annoying. And his 3rd skill is his highest damaging skill because he has the defense down and you can just channel it. But trying to get the boss to stay stationary for a long enough time to do it it really sucks. See, like every time you get into a rhythm, this guy just interrupts you, and it really throws off your damage proc and messes you up really badly. Now, I know some of you guys are gonna say, well, the best team for Human Torch is actually Nick Fury and Ghost Panther, and you're right. But because I want to use the same team for both characters, right, and there's nobody that's gonna give a 50% cold damage buff to Iceman, I can't do that, right? Really, Ebony, really. Like, you're making Johnny look really badly. You're making Johnny look really bad right now, bro. Like, for real. The amount of iframes that this guy is using, it's actually like really annoying. My goodness. So that's his one weakness. Like, his damage is good, his survivability is good because of the damage, immunity, and the iframes and the heal, right? It's just like keeping the boss stationary for long enough to do a constant amount of that's one of the main reasons why, like, even though Cable has really good damage, we're gonna stop it right here, right? Even though somebody like Cable has really good damage, he'll never really do good against somebody like Ebony Maw, because his 5th skill is where all the damage is, and you have to channel it over time to do really good damage. Whereas with Iceman, as you're gonna see, right, you just spam your skills and you just let them rock, and you'll get a good amount of damage. As soon as he comes out of iframe, he's just gonna get rocked with it. However, Iceman is just not as safe, right? Because he doesn't have the heals. But let's do this. So you guys are gonna notice that you're gonna get a lot more damage out of one character, but a lot more survivability out of the other, right? Okay, come on. Okay. Okay. It's actually like really risky. I thought I was gonna get hit with the Purifying Wind there, and that would have stopped me in place. See, if he had a heal, if he had the same heal that Johnny has on his 5th, or 3rd, or any of his skills, he would definitely win, like, without a shadow of a doubt. But without the heal, I don't know, man. Pick your poison. Do you want high damage and like less survivability, or hold up, do you want a character? Well, I guess think about it this way: you use somebody like Scarlet Witch or Sue anyways, right? So you're gonna have them on your team to give you the mind control to help you when you're using Johnny. So overall, because his survivability is so good, he's good enough to get the job done. But you're definitely seeing that Iceman has way more damage, man. Way more damage, because you're not reliant on that mind control to keep the boss in place, right? That's the thing. For Human Torch, when it comes to Ebony Maw, who, when you're using an elemental character, this is the ideal place to use them. When it comes to Ebony Maw, Human Torch really struggles if you're not using somebody like Sue or Wanda to keep the character in place. You know what I'm saying? Or Ebony Maw, the boss, whatever, character boss. You get what I'm trying to say. Let's jump over here, go up against Thanos. Thanos doesn't move around as much as Ebony Maw, but it's still a hassle. Still a hassle when you're using somebody like Johnny, no doubt. All right, let's see who can bring this guy down to 11 bars the fastest. One thing I really don't like about Iceman is the fact that a lot of his skills really root him in place. And I absolutely despise that. Like, I really hate the 3rd skill. Like, it looks really cool and it does a good amount of damage, right? But I absolutely despise the fact that it roots him in place, because for some reason, a good amount of time, like, Thanos will straight up just remove the damage immunity. Like, I have no idea if that's supposed to happen, but sometimes I feel like I put it up and it's gone in like 1 second, which is absolutely stupid. Nice, that was a good bit of damage right there. Had to leave out the 2 to try and proc on 3. Coulson, you know what to do, boy. You know what to do. All right, so we're gonna run across here. There you go. Coulson, you're getting rusty, bro. What's going on? Really? Damn. Okay, really, Thanos? Really? Really? You're gonna go hide. Just come out of an iframe, goes right back into an iframe. Gotta love him. Gotta love Thanos, man. The ultimate troll. Ultimate troll. All right, you know what? Let's go a little bit further, man, because Iceman's putting out a good amount of damage here. I want to do more than just a minute of the fight. And since Human Torch has defense down, right, I want to go down a little bit further, just in case. Whew, that's a factor here. There we go. That's a good amount of damage. Oh, wow. Hold up. I didn't even realize what was going on. See, that's something I spoke about earlier, man. Like, one thing that's really bad about Bobby is with all the, like, AoE on the map, it's really hard sometimes to see what's going on, right? And the bosses will use that opportunity to really mess you up, like, really, really badly. All right, so let's stop here. This is a little bit further than I wanted to go, but 7 bars, 253 left. Let's see if Human Torch can beat this. I highly doubt it. Even with defense down, working in his favor, I don't think he's going to be able to keep up with Iceman. I feel like overall, Human Torch is a much safer character because he has the clutch heals for when you're in a jam, right? But I feel like... Hold up. I feel like Iceman overall has more damage, and he's more of a high risk, high reward type of character, if you will. Like, he's a very, don't get it twisted. Whew. Like, Human Torch is a very, very good character. It's just that his third skill really requires the enemy to be standing in place for a good little while, and these bosses, man, they're really, really annoying. Like, Thanos is not nearly as annoying as Ebony Maw for the whole movement situation, right? Because Thanos is being Thanos and he just loves to be up in your face, right? To show you that he's the man, he's the boss, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah. If you're going up against somebody like Corvus Glaive or Ebony Maw using Human Torch, you'll notice that a lot of the fight will be you getting interrupted because these guys just want to jump around like damn rabbits. Now, he's definitely doing much better here. Okay, let's get that heal. I'm so sad that they nerfed the heal. Let me move there. Or, quote-unquote, fixed it, right? Because before, he could, like, literally take himself from 1 HP all the way back up to, like, full HP. It was crazy, man. Like, it was crazy. Just like, it looked broken from day one, but because it sat like that for so long, I was hoping it would stay like that forever because the heal was just so good. All right. Oh, really? All right, boys. So you guys are seeing it, man. The difference between the two, it's quite something. There's definitely a big difference between the two. Let's see how long it's gonna take us to get him down to 7 bars. Okay, let's move. Let's move. I definitely still really, really enjoy playing with Johnny. But you can clearly see, it's clear as day that there is a difference in DPS between both of the characters. Okay, come on, don't die. Okay, let's see how much we can heal for. So we're down at 19. Okay, so we healed for about 12k? Nah, yeah, a little bit less than that. Ooh, that could have been really bad. That could have been really, really bad. All right, boys, so we'll stop it right here, man. You see for yourself, there's clearly a big DPS difference between the two characters, but one, in my opinion, is much safer to play than the other. And the one that's safer is definitely Human Torch for me, because that clutch heal, just having that and knowing that as soon as you hit this, you will be able to recover 30% of your max HP, that is the peace of mind that I like to have, especially in World Boss Ultimate. You know what I'm saying? Having to run around like a madman with your HP really, really low, praying and hoping that anti-venom drops you some healing symbiote, it's very stressful, and it can take away from your gameplay experience in World Boss Ultimate. So although ICEMAN has very, very good DPS, I don't know if it's as clear as day where I can say ICEMAN is clearly superior to Human Torch, or at the very least, not in every way, right? So survivability here, damage here, pick your poison. I think both of these characters are very, very good, and they're definitely worth having. However, at some point, I think both of them are going to need uniforms to complete them. Right, that's just my 2 cents, boys. But leave me your thoughts in the comments. If you'd like me to do more comparison between these two, hit me up in the comment section. You know I'm always reading the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.